the transfer station as usual. And I just realized I wanted to get the guy Tommy that works up here a pack of cigarettes, and I forgot. Because I dropped my trailer yesterday. I drop and hook for the second load, and he hooked right up to my trailer when there were a bunch of other empties there, but he hooked up to mine and he loaded it after I got loaded, pretty much. So I wanted to get him a pack of cigarettes for doing me that favor, but I completely forgot. So now my only option is either to get it up in New York, because the rest of the exits in Pennsylvania, there's not like an easy on and off to a gas station. So it's either get them in New York and pay, shit, I don't even know how much cigarettes are in New York now. I want to guess like 18 or 19 bucks a pack. Because in Pennsylvania now, they're about 13. So it's either that or like wait until after I dump the first load and stop somewhere on my way back. So do I want to pay an extra $5 or $6 for convenience so I don't have to stop later? I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. Once I get off the exit for the transfer station up here, there is a... Am I still recording? I thought I heard a beep, but maybe I was hearing things. There's a gas station right off the exit to the left, but depending on how much traffic is over there, it's kind of hard to get in there. If I can get right in there, then maybe I'll probably go in there and spend the extra $5 or $6 just for the convenience of not having to stop like in the middle of my day later. So we'll see. I don't know why I explained all of that, because I know you guys don't give a shit. But that's what's going on. My truck was an absolute disaster from yesterday with all the rain and the mud in the landfill. The landfill's going to be a muddy mess today too, unfortunately, but I did spray the truck off. It came out okay. I went through the wheel wash at the landfill yesterday, and that leaves like a white residue shit all over the truck, and that doesn't really come off unless you actually like wash the truck, like scrub it. Alright, let's see if we can get into this place. So you gotta cut across 2 lanes and get to the left like really quick once you merge on. I mean, obviously you could do it. People do it all the time. I just don't want to like stop short in front of people right after merging on. I'd rather pay the extra few bucks than to have to stop later. Holy shit, dude. My trailer, I just locked up my trailer brakes. Back before I became a vegan or whatever, I used to stop in here every day. Like, I wasn't eating meat, but I was still eating like cheese and egg and stuff at the time. I used to stop in here every day. There's a deli in here, and it's actually really good. I don't want to take up a pump. Let me see if there's room. I haven't been in here in a really long time. Yeah, see my windows? Freaking mess. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Dude, 1725. To be honest, they're actually they're cheaper than I thought. I mean, $17.25. That's a lot of money for a pack of cigarettes, but I thought it was going to be closer to $20, like 18, 19, something like that. Yeah, it was off by 75 cents. Big f***ing deal. $17.25 is a lot of money. I remember back in the day when cigarettes were like $5 a pack. All right, let me get you back up here. All right, let's get the fuck hell out of here. Without hitting that curb. Front of his car is all messed up. Someone's here. It's the main character. All over the road guy. I don't know. He's sitting so far back. Okay. There we go. Now that makes sense. I had everything backwards. Tighten up this pole mount here. You can see a little bit. It's not great. All right. Now, let's get going. Not sure who that was, but they beeped the horn. slow it down a little bit. The people at this place actually texted me yesterday. I was planning on going here today, but I completely forgot to call them. And they texted me at like 4:30 yesterday saying, "Can you come tomorrow?" I was like, "Oh my God, yeah, I completely forgot to let you guys know." And if I did forget, I could have just came anyway. I just would have had to wait for paperwork. Because if they know beforehand, they'll leave my paperwork in the mailbox and I can just grab it and get loaded and leave before the scale even opens. So that's the point of letting them know. If I didn't, I would have been fine. I just would have had to wait a little while. Not long, probably like 20 minutes. Let's see, is this gonna be green or red? It's red. Okay. Okay, welcome to New Jersey. Tired today. This coffee's not doing its job. I was so tired this morning. I had a really hard time waking up. I was so I was at the point where I was so tired I wasn't even hitting the snooze button on my alarm. I was just letting it go off and just not getting up. It was bad. Still bad. I'm not tired to the point where I'm like falling asleep or anything. I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. God. Dude, when you hit bumps like that, like I just get like angry instantly. Oh my God. This one's mine. Sorry, Dad. This one's for my dad. So for those of you that don't know, this place, it's a transfer station just like the trash place that I go to. It's almost like identical to the other place. It's set up the same way. It's the bay doors up here where the roll-offs and stuff come in and dump all the demo, and you go around back just like the other place, and you pull into the tunnel just like the other place. It's set up identical. Just the only difference is this place only takes demo and that's it, not trash. The bad thing about doing this truck takes a f***ing beating. It takes a beating. Everything, everywhere you go and everything you do, it takes a beating. Even like getting loaded with them smashing down on the trailer, trying to pack all the shit down in the trailer, takes a f***ing beating. Just driving in here takes a beating. Same with the other place. Potholes, nails. Going down the highway, it takes a beating. 84 is a freaking mess. Then you go in the landfill. Disaster, takes a beating. Like, part of me thinks I should have like a piece of shit $10,000 truck to do the job. Like a day cab, the old ass Volvo or some shit. Like, it's a lot of work keeping this thing maintained and cleaned and shit. And the truck is far from perfect. I feel like this truck, like, it didn't go to shit, but when I first got it, it was beautiful. It was like perfect. It's definitely not anymore. So I remember thinking, right? I actually said it. I said it's a shame that this truck is going to do the work that it's going to do, but you know, that's what I want. You know, I always wanted a truck like that. Like, to me, I guess it's not like all about the money. I actually want to, like, we're in the truck so much, like all of us, everyone that's a truck driver. We're in these things more than we are anywhere else. And so I wanted something that like I'm gonna enjoy and actually like driving. But to me, I mean, of course, the money and making money doing this is the most important thing, but because that's why we do it, right? But the next thing is actually liking and enjoying the truck that you drive. Just because we spend so much time in these damn things. Like, I've driven trucks that I hated. Like that little white FLD. I drove that for the first year. Like when I first got my license. Year and a half maybe? I don't know. It might have been more than a year. I hated it, although it's a great truck. It's a really good truck, but I hated it. I didn't like driving it. I didn't think it was nice. And that made me like really not like the job. Same with the Freightliner Classic that I drove after that. At first I thought it was cool. because it had a sleeper, like it was a bit bigger. It was blue, which is a positive. I feel I like everything blue. Most of my cars have been blue. Trucks blue. But me liking that truck didn't really last that long. So while driving that truck, I didn't really like the job either. I didn't actually like driving a truck until I got this. This thing's been going some time. Alright, I have to untarp the trailer. See, all the lights came on, that means they're up there now. Why am I holding the camera? I can't do this holding the camera. I'll see you in a little bit. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's up there. It's pretty cold out. Bump the idle up. And just have some paperwork I gotta fill out. Loaded up. Now we're heading back out. Back to the landfill. To the wonderful landfill, and I hope it's not a muddy mess still. Because after it rains a lot, that mud kind of lingers on for a couple days. I hope it's dried out now. It did rain a little bit yesterday, so it might not be. I hope it's better. Couldn't get my words out there. Boost, the truck is running good. My fuel restriction is a little bit higher than normal for some reason. Not too sure why. Fuel filters were changed about a week ago. A week and a half at most. It was very recent. Expect this light to turn red. Yeah. When there's a light at the bottom of the hill and I come over the peak of the hill, I'd rather the light be red instead of green, because when it's green, you don't know when it's going to turn red, especially if you're loaded going down the hill. You kind of just have to start slowing down, expecting it to turn red. So if you go flying down that hill and it turns red on you, you're kind of screwed. You have to hope that you can come to a stop or you're going through it. Got my coffee here with pumpkin spice creamer. I didn't really want the pumpkin spice creamer, but I ran out of my caramel creamer, so that's all I had. It was either that or black. I feel like since Halloween has passed, I feel like it's like too late for the pumpkin spice creamer at this point. Time to retire it, unfortunately. Usually fall is my favorite time of the year. This year, not so much. It was the worst time of the year for me. And that sucks. I really hope it doesn't ruin like all the fall seasons after this now. There's a sign right at the beginning of this road that says no engine braking, so that's why I'm not using my Jake brake right now. And the only reason I'm going along with it is because this whole road right here, there's all houses everywhere, and you know, I don't want to be disrespectful. But in most other places where there's a sign that says no Jake brake or no engine brake, I know you're not supposed to, but I usually ignore it because, I don't know, a Jake brake, you're a loaded truck, you're heavy, you're 80,000 pounds. You know, that Jake brake is there for safety. It's supposed to help you slow down. But on this road, I'm trying to follow the rules because there's houses and I'm not really going that fast anyway. Now, if something jumps out in front of me, like a deer or something, yeah, I'm definitely using the Jake brake. Horsies aren't out here today. And yeah, I'm sure you already noticed that top little spotter mirror is freaking broken. Gotta change that. It's on there tight. It's not the bracket that's moving around. It's that ball that goes into the mirror itself. Like where you adjust it. That's what's messed up. So it's not gonna come off or anything. It's just that ball is just moving around. Well, the mirror is moving around the ball, I guess. That's a great song. That's also a great movie. Titanic. I'm gonna give you one fact about me. I'm pretty sure that's my favorite movie ever. You can make fun of me all you want, I don't care. I f***ing love that movie. All right. I'm gonna grab one of those dry van loads. I don't really want to, but I feel like I should because I think there's 3 of them loaded. So I kind of feel obligated to. So I'm gonna go do that quick, even though it's not really that quick. It's close. You know, it's not far away, but it's not really like super quick. Might even be 4 loaded at this point, and I think they only have 5 trailers that go to the landfill, so is my responsibility, and I don't want them to get too backed up. I like to try to keep them like with a cushion, with at least a couple empty trailers, just in case they need them. But it's really not my favorite, like my most favorite thing to do, because going into the landfill is like my least favorite part of this job, even though that's what gets me paid. Like dumping the loads in there, that's how I get paid. But going into the landfill, beating the shit out of the truck like so soon, like right after leaving, going right back in there again, I think that's what I don't like the most. If that makes sense. It's 9:28. See if there's going to be a lot of traffic over here. Oh, yeah, actually not at the moment. Sometimes it's a pain to get out from the stop sign here. Wow, there's nobody. I figured at this time there'd be a lot of people out. Shit, my battery's actually dying on this camera too. I'm gonna back it right next to this trailer right here that says green on it. Only 6% battery. I was gonna record myself hooking up to it, but I'm running out of battery here. Actually dropped a little bit high, so I had to crank it down a little bit. And there's like boxes, like big bin boxes, like cardboard bins or whatever the hell you would call them, on pallets in the trailer, and they're stacked on top of each other, and there's actually a strap in there that's holding the top ones up. These brakes are super sensitive on this trailer. So before I dump it, I have to undo those straps. That's the actual, well, I guess that's like the second time that's happened. They put load locks in one before, but this is the first time with a strap.